Well, good morning and welcome back to CityLine. With me, I have two fabulous individuals here in the house who are here to talk about the Tools for Success Conference. So please join me in welcoming Ms. Tara Zink. You are the Employment Program Specialist for Tools for Success. Welcome, my dear.
Thank you.
Good to have you in the house.
Thank you.
And you brought with you Mr. Tim McHugh. You are a self-advocacy educator for Tools for Success. Welcome, my dear.
Thank you.
Great to have you here as well. Well, let's get into it because this is a great conference. As I said in the green room and also in our opening, this is one of my favorite conferences because I feel like you have such tangible tools and people leave with a really clear connection to their community and a path. Everybody wins when that's the feeling you leave with. So, Tim, let's start off with you. First off, if someone is new to Tacoma or hasn't heard of this conference, what is Tools for Success?
Tools for Success is a conference for youth with disabilities that are transitioning from school to work, and it provides resources for those individuals that they might need to get employed or to get the services that they need to help them out.
Absolutely. And that's a huge transition that they make. And it can be, I'm just going to say it, very scary.
Absolutely.
Nerve-wracking and fraught with fear.
Yeah, I think if you think about your own transition.
I was like, my own transition, and I don't have a disability that is obvious besides, so you put that out there and that makes it even more difficult. So when we look at it that way, Tara, who could benefit from this conference?
Yeah, I think our primary target audience is we want youth with disabilities, like Tim said, maybe in high school or in transition programs to be coming to learn about what life could look like after school, but also anybody who is a caregiver or a parent or anybody who is just interested in learning more about what resources exist for the disability community. And I would also encourage if there are employers who are interested in learning about what it could look like to hire somebody with a disability, that this is a great place to check out to see what that could look like.
Absolutely. Boy, you nailed that one. So let's talk about some of the sessions, because I've asked both of you to kind of comment on some sessions that are either your favorites or you've had a hand in. So Tim, why don't you go first?
Well, so one of my favorite sessions is the Success Stories panel. And that's where individuals with disabilities that have jobs or, have been able to go to college or do different things, come and talk to individuals who are trying to make that transition so that they can learn about their experiences and that they can, benefit from hearing about those successes.
I love that. And within that session, is there a Q&A time for them to raise their hand and say, what happens if, or what did you do if this happened?
Yes, yep.
Which that's so crucial in terms of transportation, buses, resumes, those types of things. What about you, Tara? What are some sessions that tickle your fancy?
Yeah, I'll be doing a couple of sessions around navigating the employment system. There's a lot of different resources and new players that come into the picture once you leave high school. And so talking about all of those different new people and also just things that students can be doing now to start preparing for employment.
Yeah, which that's huge. I mean, because that's part of that fear circle that we talk about of, oh my gosh, I have to interview. What are they going to ask me? How do I get there?
Yeah.
What if the facility is not ADA accessible yet? All of those things that would cause people just to say, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
And that's what we don't want to have happen. So let's talk about some kind of nuts and bolts here, Tara. So first off, how do they register?
You can register online on our website, successconference.org.
Okay, and then what's the cost for the conference?
There's no cost for students or job seekers with disabilities.
Great.
And there's a low cost for anyone who's coming as a professional or a community member of $20. It's also free admission for anyone who's coming as a support person for an individual with a disability.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because when you say that, and I wanted to mention that when you mentioned that caregivers should also be there, it takes a village.
Absolutely.
And it takes someone who's caregiving to say, I know you must be nervous this morning, but remember what you learned from Tim and Tara at those breakout sessions. It's going to be okay. So it's great to have that extra support around us. And then when is the conference?
The conference is March 26th.
Right around the corner.
Yep, coming up.
Yeah. So how do you make it so affordable for the public?
We do a lot of fundraising
Yes!
as a primary way of making it so affordable. So we have a couple of restaurant takeovers coming up. Maud at the Tacoma
Yum.
Mall on March 6th all day is giving donations for part of each sale. And then Giuseppe's on March 14th in the evening. You can come and they donate a portion of proceeds. And there is also going to be an opportunity to win some fun prizes if you come for that.
Boy, you picked two great places that have amazing food. Mod Pizza
Any
is my
excuse
go-to.
to come eat some good food for a good cause, right?
That's right. It's a win-win, as we say, isn't it? So, Tim, we've kind of gone through this, but can anybody attend this conference? Like, could I just attend the conference because I'm very, very curious and I have a heart for this?
Absolutely, yeah. And anyone from the community that's interested in services for individuals with disabilities is more than welcome to attend the conference.
Any human resource professional that feels like they really need to understand how to boost that category in their company.
Absolutely. We have great resources for you. Please come check it out.
I love that. So, Tim, who's this year's keynote speaker?
So this year we're going to have the Heart Sparkle Players. And they are a theater group of individuals with disabilities, and they're going to come and perform at the conference.
And here they are. This is them, isn't it?
Yeah, we're really excited to have them.
How did you find them?
One of our committee members, one of our planning committee members had heard of them and was very interested in reaching out to them.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That is fabulous. So, Tim, who was last year's keynote speaker?
Well, that would be me.
That would be you. I love that. So this is a hard act to follow.
No pressure.
No pressure. I love that. So this year, do you have more of a sense of relief of just being able to go, okay, I get to just listen this year and not be constantly thought bubble rehearsing my keynote speech?
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be very relaxing.
I love that. Last year, were you involved in planning and in addition to speaking?
Yeah, so I participate in some of the planning meetings.
Good grief. I mean, that's a heavy weight that you took on last year. So good on you for just getting down to just one this year. So in these last 2 minutes, Tara, who do we need to thank?
Yes, so we have a lovely team of volunteers who help plan this. People from different government backgrounds and nonprofits and for-profits and just people who are passionate about being able to bring resources to this community. So huge thank you to our planning committee for making this happen. We also want to thank Maud and Giuseppe's for being willing to host some fundraisers for us, and Tacoma Community College for hosting the conference for us every year. We really appreciate that.
Yeah. Just off the top of your head, how many people attended last year?
I am unsure, and I apologize.
No, that was a total different question because I want to say, because I'm sure that you are going to have a huge attendance this year.
Absolutely, yes. We are already seeing registrations roll in, definitely with the snow closing schools. A lot of schools in the area, we've seen kind of a pause in that, but we're hoping that things will just ramp right back up now that everybody is back from breaks and back from snow days and
Absolutely
ready to register.
Yeah. I want to say a huge, deep, tender thank you to the two of you and to the teams that you represent, that we couldn't get on the couch and couldn't fit in the studio. This is a ministry. This is not a clock in, clock out. Everywhere you look, I know that you guys see opportunities with individuals that you see in your daily comings and goings. And I'm sure there are times when you think, am I doing enough? Is it enough? What else can we be doing? And I just want to say you are enough. So thank you so much for going the extra mile, for helping those with disabilities make this transition, because they have so much to give our community, and we have so much to give them. So thank you for keeping that circle so tight. And I want to have you back here again very soon to talk about some of the other programs you have as well.
Great, thank you.
Deal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good, all right. Take care of yourself and have a great conference, all right?
Thank you.
All right, well, we are going to have Rags Wearable Art here in the house. 3 women that have a lot to talk about, so you don't want to miss that. We'll be right back after this quick message.